For behaviors that instantly make you look dangerous. People don't look dangerous because they shout, brag, or try to dominate a room. They look dangerous when they are in absolute control of themselves. In Stoicism, true power comes from discipline, clarity, and the ability to act without being controlled by emotions. And that quiet control creates an aura people instantly notice. Today, you'll discover 4 behaviors that make you look dangerous, not in a violent way, but in a way that communicates strength, stability, and unshakable confidence. These behaviors are rooted in ancient Stoic principles, yet they shape how others perceive you even in the modern world. Behavior 1, controlled silence. One of the strongest behaviors that instantly makes you look dangerous, without ever raising your voice, is the ability to stay silent. Not the silence of someone who is shy, scared, or confused. But the silence of someone who chooses not to react. In Stoicism, the wise person refuses to be moved by provocation, noise, or emotional manipulation. When most people respond impulsively, you pause. When they expect an argument, you give them nothing. This type of silence signals something powerful: you are not easily influenced. You are not emotionally predictable. And people fear what they cannot read. Controlled silence also shows that your mind is stronger than your ego. You don't need to prove anything, justify yourself, or win every exchange. Instead, you observe, analyze, and respond only when it matters. This behavior makes others think twice before disrespecting you, because they sense you're operating on a different level, calm, focused, and internally unshakable. In a world full of noise, the quiet person becomes the one people fear and respect. Behavior 2, the ability to stay unreactive under pressure. When people try to provoke you, most react instantly, with anger, excuses, or defensiveness. But a Stoic individual who looks dangerous does the opposite: he stays calm. Silence becomes his shield, and control becomes his weapon. The less you react, the more people wonder what you're capable of. Remaining unshaken under pressure signals mental strength, emotional discipline, and strategic thinking. It tells the world that your peace cannot be stolen, and that you don't play by their emotional rules. This unpredictability makes you appear sharper, stronger, and far more intimidating than any aggressive display. In Stoicism, power doesn't come from shouting, it comes from mastering yourself. Behavior 3, non-reactivity and unshakable focus. One of the most intimidating behaviors a person can display is non-reactivity. When you don't flinch, don't get provoked, and don't respond emotionally to pressure, people instantly perceive you as dangerous, not because you're violent, but because you're in absolute control. Stoicism teaches that the person who controls himself controls the situation. While others get triggered, defend themselves, or raise their voice, the non-reactive individual stays calm, steady, and unreadable. This calmness is not passivity, it's power. It shows that your emotions are not accessible to others, meaning they cannot manipulate you. Your focus stays locked on your goal, not on drama, ego battles, or attempts to destabilize you. In a world where most people seek validation or react impulsively, your unshakable focus makes you unpredictable, and unpredictability commands respect. Non-reactivity signals that you think before you act, you don't reveal your weaknesses, and you don't waste energy on what doesn't matter. It communicates discipline, inner clarity, and self-mastery. And these qualities create the kind of quiet intensity that instantly makes others take you seriously. Behavior 4, purposeful silence and strategic mystery. In a world where everyone rushes to speak, explain, justify, and overshare, the person who stays intentionally silent becomes instantly intimidating. Purposeful silence is not about being cold or arrogant, it's about letting your actions, discipline, and presence speak louder than your words. Stoics believe that a controlled tongue is a controlled life, and when you master silence, people begin to wonder what you're thinking, what you know, and what you're capable of. Strategic mystery is the art of revealing less while observing more. You don't announce your goals, you move toward them. You don't react to rumors, you rise above them. You don't defend yourself against every opinion, You remain grounded in your own direction. This level of restraint creates a psychological advantage. People can't predict you, so they respect you, and sometimes fear disappointing you. Being mysterious isn't about playing games. It's about mastering your energy. It's about letting people earn access to your inner world instead of giving it away for free. When you speak less, every word gains weight. When you reveal less, your presence gains power. And when you focus on what truly matters, you become the kind of person whose silence carries more impact than most people's noise. Stoic reminder: dangerous equals disciplined. What truly makes someone dangerous is not aggression, intimidation, or chaos, it's discipline. A disciplined person controls their impulses, masters their emotions, and acts with intention. They don't react, they choose. They don't chase validation, they stay focused on their principles. This calm, steady power is what others perceive as dangerous, because it's rare, unshakable, and impossible to manipulate. Conclusion plus call to action. When you live with discipline, calm, and purpose, people feel your strength without you ever raising your voice. True power is silent, focused, and controlled. If this message inspired you, let me know in the comments. And if you want more Stoic mindset videos, make sure to follow and subscribe for the next one.